Hi.
Hi. This is terminally
Delulu.
Delulu.
She remembered the name.
Yeah.
She had to practice.
I had to watch the video multiple times to be like, okay, that's the name. But if this is you coming back, hi, welcome back. Thank you for joining us today. And if this is your first time and you're new to this,
It's nice to meet
it's
y'all.
nice meeting you and let's be book besties.
Yay!
I'm Joe, and
I'm
this is
Elle.
well, welcome to Terminally Delulu.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So we're talking burnout. What does burnout look like to you?
So burning out for me is like it just starts with like not being motivated to do a lot of the stuff that I like to do. I call myself a serial hobbyist. So I'm always picking up a new hobby, and
Mm-hmm.
then I think I just get tired of doing so many different things. Um, and I've also just had a lot going on in life as of recent, so I've just been burnt out in regards to like just being tired.
Yeah.
Like so I have no motivation to do anything. Read like right now all I want to do is go home, watch
Mm-hmm.
TV, and that's it. So
Okay.
that's basically what my burnout entails. What about you?
Well, I tend to just be, I guess, demotivated to do stuff, which
Mm.
is more or less like you. Um, because I get tired. I'm like a hyperachievist. Like I'll try to do a lot, and then it becomes a vicious cycle because I'm putting a lot on my plate, and then I crash and burn, and then it's like, oh, I'm crashing, I'm burning.
Crashing.
When you're like at the cliff, you're like, but I'm not gonna fall, I'm not gonna fall, and then you go over the edge, and it's like,
Oh,
oh
I'm falling.
no, that is me.
I'm falling.
I'm
She realizes it when she's falling already.
I realize it when I'm falling. So it's something that I'm trying to work on
Mhm.
to preemptively identify it before I
Yeah.
fall. But that's essentially how I get into burnout. And usually
Okay.
it's like, I just don't want to do anything. Like, especially the things that like, I don't know, like even food, I'm like, yeah.
Oh my god.
And I love my food.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So how do you identify it
So in all honesty, I suck at identifying it. Like I
then? Same.
say, like I
You're
usually
falling
see
when you
it when I'm like
realize it.
falling and I'm like, oh shit. So that's kind of like my goal this year to
Okay.
just work on pre-identifying like, oh, okay, you've been doing this, and based on past history, like this is the trend
This is
after.
usually what happens
This
after.
is
Yeah.
usually, yes,
Like
exactly.
doing
So
preventative maintenance versus corrective.
exactly,
Yeah.
that's a perfect way to phrase it.
Yeah.
So
I used to work in a place where that's what we used to do to our trains, which is why I understand it.
okay. Yeah. So one of the ways that I try to deal with this
Mhm.
is like having scheduled rest where it's just time to myself because I recharge from like time alone.
Mhm.
Unlike some people who need like other people to recharge and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. How about you? How do you identify your burnout
I get what you mean by like I
phase?
don't realize it until I'm there,
Hmm.
because like I think I always pretend that like
You're fine and
I'm
just leave it
fine.
alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like and I pretend so hard that I believe it, but then there's just times where like I'm clearly not fine.
Hmm.
So it's just like and then when I'm there I'm like I don't know why I'm like this. Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah.
But so like I it's like in the moment where I realize it, uh what I do what I need to start doing is just like scheduling myself like evenly because I can't just do everything all at once,
Mm.
which is why I'm in my burnout now is because I had to move and it was like finding a place was always like it was during the week I had to go look at apartments. I had to like after work go pick him up, go look at an apartment, go then it was finally like, oh, I found a place. And then I was kind of scared I was gonna be like, um because I use this like broker called like it's Parkstone Reality, and I like never realty, and I never like I've never looked out at an apartment by myself, but I never met the person. Like I met one person who showed me the apartment,
Yeah.
and then the person I was talking to was a whole different person, and I never met him. So I was like, what is this? Like I'm scared. So like, when I
Yeah.
sent him my security deposit, I was like, what if I just got scammed? But I didn't. Like overall, good experience. I was scared, but overall, but it was just like it was a lot. So once I was there, like now I finished moving. Now I packed. Like I'm unpacking because it's only 2 weeks since I moved, and it's like I can feel myself just not being motivated for anything.
Yeah.
Just want to go home and watch TV because I'm so tired.
Hmm.
But now it's like, all right, I know that I'm here. Let's figure out how we can climb out of it.
Hmm.
And for me, it's like scheduling myself, um, giving myself time to rest, like you, but also being not like allowing myself to stay in the rest because I could be the type of person who could just lay in bed all day
Okay.
and not do anything productive, maybe just eat, but that's it. um, and just TikTok because I have to put myself on a 2 hour limit on TikTok. Just um, and like so I'll just lose myself. So it's like okay, I'm gonna read for 5 minutes every day. Let me pick up the book. Let me read it. Even if it's
Mm,
just like 5 minutes, I don't finish the chapter. Okay, let me
yeah.
finish the chapter. Like let me do that. So that's what.
Okay. So scheduling the things that you like to
Yeah,
do so that you do them.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
then
like that.
I'm just gonna ignore them, take a nap, and
Yeah.
then my whole day is gone.
One thing the my old therapist used to have me do is like apart from like my day to day doing things that I
Hmm.
love, she would be like, especially for a person like me who like I don't know tends to recharge individually, she would be like schedule something outside at least with somebody
Okay, with like a
that gives
social.
you joy,
Yeah.
like a social aspect that gives you joy, and go and do that. So whether it's
Hmm.
like you're going to the bookshop with a friend or you're going to Broadway with your sister, like make sure you do something. So I
I
get the
do.
point of
Yeah.
like scheduling something you love. And sometimes in the moment I'm like, oh, because I used to like, which is the praise she would give me. She'd be like, at least when I give you homework, you do it. Because I'm
Okay.
like, there's no way you're giving me like something to do and I'm not gonna do it. I'm that kind of person. So
Okay.
if I schedule something where I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to the movies with Joe. I'm gonna go to the bookshop with
Mhm.
Angel. I'm definitely gonna go and do it.
Okay.
At least like I get that
It
concept.
means I bring you joy.
Yes.
Oh, that's so
If
sweet.
you didn't know, now you know.
Now I
I
know.
try not like if I hang out with you and I feel drained after, I'm
She's
like,
like,
oh, I've never seen this person
I'm,
again. I
she's
don't
cut
need a
off
baby.
people for so much money.
I've cut off people for so much less. Like I can't, which I guess that's like I would say that's like I don't know a weakness or like my flow. If I don't like you and it's
Then
like you're draining me, I'm like, oh hell no.
that's good though,
Unless I'm
honestly.
paid to hang out with you. So
Like
there,
the people that you're going to.
like yeah. If I'm paid for my time, in the work setting, then I don't gotta like you. I don't really care. Like I'm indifferent. But in like a social setting, like this is my free time and I'm supposed to spend it with somebody I don't. Hell no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I like that.
I know. Okay, so what about a reading stuff? We've talked about general
Burnouts.
burnout, but what of when you're reading and either you're burnt out or
Yeah.
you're like reading stuff? Like, what does that look like for you?
I just don't read. I like so as of recent because of everything I haven't been reading.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I tell myself I have to schedule time.
Mm-hmm.
Um so I just haven't been I've been wanting just to come home, play video games or watch TV and that's it. So
Mm.
that's what that looks like for me. Um what about you?
I will, because for me, reading does bring me joy. So when I get into a reading slump, I'm usually like, okay, I gotta get out, I gotta get out. But the problem is, like, nothing piques my interest.
Mm.
So I'll start this, put it down,
Oh, okay.
start that,
That's what you
put it
consider
down.
your reading slump, like not knowing where to.
Like, I can't, like,
Okay.
figure out what to
Okay.
read, or like nothing captures my
Okay.
attention. And then the result is like, I read like a chapter
Okay.
of
Okay.
like 10 books, and then I give up. So it has phases, and then I give up for like a week or two. And then one day I'll wake up and I'll be like, how did that one end?
No. Okay. No, I definitely had some terrible books that have made me get into a reading slump because I'm just
Hmm.
like, I did not like this. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know where I'm going from here. That's it. So,
yeah. For me, like, is it only terrible books that make you go into reading some? Haven't you had instances where it's like you've read something nice, or
and I just
I
only
don't
want to read
know?
one chapter. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. But
yeah.
then when they're bad, that's like completely
That throws you off. You're
throws
like,
me off. I'm
absolutely
like,
not.
because I don't know how to DNF.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, you gotta
I
learn,
have to
girl. You
like,
gotta learn.
so I don't know how to because I want to. I always have faith that maybe it'll get better, and then when it doesn't get better, I want to see what train crash it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like I read this one called "We Used to Live Here," and I like
Mhm.
the idea of it, but then I just the overall like execution and the storyline just I was like, you know what, I do not like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you hate read? Like, where you're like, I know this book is trash. This way it gets better. I know people like it, but I'm gonna read it so that I'm an educated hater. Kind of like how I watch the Avatar movies.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I've like knowingly hate read something like where I knew I was gonna not like it and then
Mm.
I read it anyway. But I definitely like started something thinking I was gonna like it.
Yeah, that's
Then I
kind of what
just
I'm
like
talking about.
okay.
Like you start something, you think you're gonna like
Oh,
it, and
then
then
yeah.
you're like,
No, yeah, that's definitely what I do
why
all
is
the
this
time.
a nice book?
Why is this a nice book? Why?
Yeah, I that's what usually like gets me or keeps me reading to
Okay.
figure out like, okay, I heard this book is nice. I've picked it up thinking it's nice. But why is it horrible?
Why is
Like,
it
what's
bad?
happening? Maybe it gets better.
We've read so many bad books for our book club.
We definitely have picked up some.
That, like, I get what you mean. Like, the Practice the Horizon and the Chain was a freaking
Yeah,
good
and
read.
I didn't like it because it's like weaved around parables, and it's like, oh, this is fiction, but this is how it's gonna change your life because of this nonfiction. And it's taking like famous phrases, weaving them in there, and it's like, oh, this is gonna fix your life, which in Powell also does. And I've just accepted that's literature that I don't like. So I
Okay.
read The Alchemist, and it was the same thing,
Okay.
and I wanted to gouge my eyes out. And I know people like that book and they love that author, but I'm like,
Because to me,
bruh.
I'm just like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck is the practice? Like, I still to this day don't know what the practice,
Yeah.
because it was so like, it was so mysterious.
So
Like,
there's like levels to that story. There's like the story itself or the science fiction elements that you
okay,
have to understand.
yeah.
And then there was like I guess the teaching moments that
What did he learn? I don't
that we were
understand.
supposed to learn, that they learned on how the grander scheme operates. And then, the political elements that they're commenting on, which is why I was saying it's kind of
Mhm.
allegorical because they're commenting on, like, oh, classism and, the division of da 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 brings, I was like, oh, okay, I'm bored now. I don't mind those elements
Mhm.
in books. You know this. I
Yeah.
read books with all of that stuff, but it's the execution because no way you're going to tell me like it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And then that's the whole, I don't know.
Sometimes I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, anyways, that's just a personal preference. I understand and respect people who like it,
because our
but
great
I'm not.
friend Ria loved
Yeah,
that
she
book,
does. She does. She
and,
loves those kind of books.
she'll
I
fight
should
us
get
for
her.
it.
She needs to read. I think she would love Paulo because that's what he does.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, so what do you do? We've talked about burnout. We've talked
Okay.
about reading slums. Like when you're in a general life burnout, how do you try and get out of that? Like, what do you usually do?
So what I'll do is I'll schedule time for the things that I like.
Hmm.
Like I even like just start off slow just to kind of get back into the rhythm. Um, like reading,
Yeah.
because right now I like reading. I just
Hmm.
don't want to
You
right
don't
now.
want to read.
So I'll do like 5 minutes or 5 minutes.
Hmm.
I'm in half the chapter. I still want to read more. Let me finish
Okay.
the chapter. So it's like that's how I like, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, at least it gets me to do something
And what kind of books are you reading
to get
during
out
this?
of it.
Yeah, to get out.
So I haven't done it yet. But what I have to do is get like a small book
Okay.
and read. Hopefully, it's a small, good book, but
Yeah.
like a small book. Like one that got me out of my prior reading slump was Tender is the Flesh.
Okay.
Super thin. You could finish it in a day. I like that type of story. If you haven't read it, it's very good. Read it. We'll probably talk more about it in
Very
another
gory.
episode. Yeah. But so Tender is the Flesh. Like I read it in one sitting, and then I was
And you're done.
like I like it. Give me the next one. So it's like
Okay.
that's for me. It's just the short ones to just kind of feel accomplished because like it's
That I read it. I'm done. Let me.
yeah,
Yeah.
like at least I finished something because
Yeah.
I know it's hard for some people to finish books.
Hmm.
Even I know that it's hard for me to do DNFs too, but like um I don't know, like I just feel like I need to finish it to feel
Yeah.
accomplished. So
Okay. I get that.
yeah,
I am different from you.
of course.
I will read the thick ass books so that I stay in that book as
Mhm.
long as possible. Because for me, the decision of reading, like it weighs down, like of the book to read, it
Mhm.
weighs down on me. So I'm like, okay, let me pick either a thick book or like a book series with at least like, 400 pages each. So that once I'm in this world and I've invested the time to understand this world, like I stay there for as long as
Mhm.
possible. So yeah, I am like
I can't.
the stellar opposite.
Look, I think that for me, it's definitely because of the fact that since I don't know how to DNF,
Yeah.
once I
Oh,
like
you're like
pick it up and I'm like, fuck, I'm in here for 1,000 pages. Like
that would be okay. Yeah, I
maybe
see.
that's
I
why
see
I
what
need
you.
to learn how to DNF. If you have any tips on how I need to get comfortable with DNFing, let me know.
Yeah,
'Cause
I feel like in the past I used to be, I don't know, difficult.
uh-huh.
Like I've already started, I gotta thug through. But then later on, I came to realize like I'm doing myself a disservice because sometimes I'll be fighting. Like I hate this book. I don't want to read this book, but I'm like, oh, but the reviews are nice. So and so say they liked it, and then now I'm just like, I don't even care if my grandmama is like,
The one who suggested me this book, it's her last dying wish to make me read this book. You're like, nope.
no, I'm like, absolutely not.
Did not
Life is so
wish.
short, I'm gonna, not in a grim way, but I'm probably gonna die with so many books unread, So like, why am I spending so much time reading books that I don't even like
Oh,
while there's so many out there that I like, and I'm probably gonna die before I've read all of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you ever watch Gilmore Girls?
yeah,
She says something
yeah,
in there that you just kind of reminded me of, where
yeah,
she's like, I'm only 16 and there's this
hmm
many books and blah blah blah. It just
yeah,
reminded me of that.
yeah. I'll insert that clip
Drop it right there.
now.
Like what, 300 books in my entire life and I'm already 16? Do you know how long it would take me to read 13 million books?
But honey, you don't have to read every one of them.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Yeah,
on
that's pretty
Burnout?
much it for Burnout.
Okay. Stop. Bye.
How do you do what?
We keep doing this. We're
I
like,
know,
bye.
bye.
And then we're like, oh, wait.
We have to get you guys in the conversation. How do you guys solve your burnouts? I don't like this one hair sticking out.
That is like, just tuck it in.
Yeah.
And they're reading stuff.
Oh.
Oops.
How
And
do
you're
you-
reading
and you're
slumps.
reading slumps, and what book brings you out? Or do you
Yeah.
go back to like a comfort book? Do you
Mhm.
start a series? Do you do a little book like me? Let me know. Let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, now bye.